Hi friends, it's Melanie with Melanie Stamps, and today we're playing with our Glimmer machine and creating a beautiful snowflake background. So sit back and let's play. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to play with BB Cameron's Snowflake collection. This is a new collection that just came out on August 10th, 2023. And I don't have the full collection here, but I have quite a bit of it. And we're going to play a little bit with the glimmering portion of it today. But I wanted to share all of it with you that I have here because you will see more of this in my samples. So I wanted you to know where the items came from. This set here is called Delicate Snowflakes. And it is quite a large set, as you can see, and it's got layering snowflakes, and then it has these little florals that can also be layered on top for extra details. So you can see here where these little tiny florals can be layered like here, as like your snowflakes kind of almost have petals. You have little tulip details here. And you have all these little tiny florals that can add all the extra details. I've never seen a snowflake set quite like this before. It's very, very unusual. And look at all the details that you can add to your snowflakes. I really think that's a unique way of doing it. And just think of all the color combinations for Christmas that you could do that. And even going into the beginning of the year for holiday and for just winter cards in general. And then this is the, what is this called? This is the Snowflake Card Creator. It's right at 6x6, so it makes a full card. And you would hang this off the edge of your card base to be able to make a shaped card if you wanted to make a shaped card. Or you can use a portion of this. You can take your card and you could use a portion of this on your card. You don't have to use the whole die. You can use a portion of it, and you could use just the snowflake itself because it cuts out itself, and then you can make a shadow layer for it. And this is the piece that makes the actual card base if you're wanting to make your shaped snowflake card. That's the piece that makes that for you. So there we go. So, and then of course you could take your other snowflakes and you could layer them on top of here. So there's so many ideas here that you could do, and you could just run wild with this with the snowflake theme. But it's really dainty and delicate looking. So there's two more items here I have. This is the one we're going to play with today. This is a glimmer set, Glimmering Snowflake. And as you can see here, Miss Melanie finally did it. She finally foiled her plate. And she didn't just foil it once. She foiled it twice. Light blue and dark blue. Twice, guys. Twice. So I'm officially a glimmer girl. So go ahead and laugh. It's okay. It's okay. But look at all those pretty, pretty snowflakes. So it is okay. We all do it. And it just makes your glimmer plate pretty. They still work, which we will see here shortly. But anyways, this is a very cool set, and that's why I wanted to make an extra point to play with it today. So this here is a 4-piece set. You get the glimmer plate and a glimmer sentiment, and then you get a die cut that die cuts all of the snowflakes out. So it's multi-use, which I think is fantastic for your money. I like items that we can use in numerous ways. I like showing different ways to use items, and that's why this is the item I'm choosing to play with today. So that's a knock out of the ballpark for BB. I think it's an awesome design idea. She did a great job with this, as well as this item. This is called Snowflake Wishes, but she did not make this Snowflake Wishes. This is not a winter sentiment set. This is an all year round sentiment set. Do not let the name fool you. This is sending, wishing, and believe. Those are the 3 dies here that cut out, and then there's a little banner strip here to stamp in. Okay, which I suggest stamp first, then die cut. But you know, you can do it however you want. You can use your stamp positioner, so you can die cut first and then stamp. So either way, but this is the coolest thing, because you've got a few Christmas sentiments in here. But then look at this. All things are possible. You a happy retirement. It's like wishing you a happy retirement. You a speedy recovery. Season's greetings. Heartfelt sympathy. A card to say hello. Good things are on the way. Caring thoughts. Some sparkle your way. So that's like sending some sparkle your way. You a very happy birthday. So that's wishing you. You get the wishing here. Wishing you a very happy birthday. The very best to both of you. So that's wishing you the very best to both of you. You a lifetime of happiness. I could be there for you. So wishing I could be there for you. Thanks for your kindness. You a very Merry Christmas. So you're putting these in the banners and then having the larger sentiment with the sub-sentiment in here. I think this is so cool because we can use this all year round. Now, some of these over here I adore. You are enough. How many times do ladies, listen to me. How many times do we need to hear this? You are enough. If you didn't hear me, you are enough. All of us need to hear that. That is an important saying, and I think this set is worth it just to send that to your friends. Never lose your faith. That's another good one. I love this. But to me, this one right here is the reason to buy this set, because we need to hear this. We need to hear this a lot more than people say it. So I think this is, the Snowflake Wishes is a trick. So I'm really proud of BiBi for coming up with this. This is a great set. So kudos to you, girl. Okay, our glimmer is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But let me show you what we're going to do here real quick on today's video. We are going to make a background. So I've made 2 here in 2 different colors. And let me see what the colors are here. Sky Bright and I know this. I should know this. Cobalt. Sky Bright and Cobalt. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make 2, or we're going to make 1. I'm going to just show you how to do this easily. So we're going to do that. We're going to make 2, or make a background like these 2. So we just need this little girl to warm up. So in the comments below, tell me if you have ever foiled your plate. And be honest. Have you just done it one time, or have you done it multiple times? I did it multiple times in one sitting. So I need a trophy. I think I need an award. So put me an emoji down below. Give me a little trophy. Because I had never done it before, so I don't think I've ever done it before. If I have, it was just something little. Nothing big like this. So, but I think I deserve a trophy for this, because this is pretty exciting. I cut a piece of 6.5 inch of foil. I'm going to cut this piece right down the center in half. So we use a half each time. Our machine is ready. So I'm just going to cut this in half with my hefty duty shears. Love my shears. Love, love, love. Okay. And then, where's my card base or my card stock? I covered my card stock. Okay. I'm going to just undock this and sit this right here. We're going to put, what do I always say? The glue side towards the paper, shiny side towards the die. Pretty to pretty. white to white. I'm going to lay the paper on it, and I'm putting it on one side, so half of the paper. I know you can't see that on the camera, but I'm putting it on the right side. Put our plates on and roll. If you hear some little whining in the background, Miss Melanie has gotten a puppy. So her name is Lola. If you are in my Facebook group, Heartfelt Card Making with Spellbinders and more, if you are over there in the group, you have probably seen a picture of the puppy. She's adorable, and she's my little crafty mate here in the craft room. But she's decided that she wants my older dog to play with her, and when he doesn't, he puts up with her, and but he doesn't play. And when he doesn't play, she gets whiny. So, okay, I don't have my little tool here, so I'm gonna, don't do what I do using my nails. This is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Don't do that, guys. Okay, I need that off to cool for a second because I need it off the plate for lining it up. So, let's do this. But if you hear the whining, that's just Lola in the background. Oh, perfect. Perfecto. Isn't that pretty? That is light bright. What is it? Sky bright. Sky bright. Won't that be pretty? Now what I'm going to use these for are in some cards for the Spellbinders Hugs collection. I'm going to kind of mix my collections this time. So I'm going to use the Spellbinders Hugs characters and have the snowflakes falling in the background. Won't that be cute? Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I need to move this out of the way a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to move this over here for a second so you can see what I'm going to do. Okay, it's cool enough to touch. All right, so this was like this. So all we're going to do is move this over. And if you can see, the notches... No, you can't see. Okay, let me move it this way. This is actually how I did it anyways. So this was like this. Now we're going to move it. And if you notice, those notches all kind of nuzzle in right there. So we are going to take our foil here. And remember, this white needs to go down towards the paper because that's the glue. So we're going to pick up our foil plate and put it on top of the foil. And there might be other ways to do this, but this is the way I found to work for me. So I know the hinge method, but this doesn't have an easy hinge. So this is my hinge method. So because they're right on the edge and you can see those notches right there, then I just slide this over and I can see the snowflakes. So I can slide this over, just eyeballing it until I'm happy with the placement under the foil. And they're all a little different. And then I'm going to just tape that in place. Get a couple, 2 or 3 pieces of tape. I just noticed I'm off my foil there. So let me try this again. I'd rather correct it now than mess it up, so. Okay, so let me just lift this again. Of course, I've got 3 pieces of tape on my fingers, so just eyeball this again. Okay, we're just going to go for it and see what happens. Might not be perfect because my hands are kind of full, but you guys get the idea. All right, then, and remember this is still like a hinge. I mean, it's the same thing, but these are so pointed that I decided to put the foil down first instead of trying to tuck it under and all that stuff. So when you turn this over, just hold this because this side isn't attached, and just turn it over face down and set your timer. And then these of course are all our little snowflakes that I made previously. They turned out really cute. They die cut perfectly. And this is our sentiment. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, which is not a common one that we get. So I thought that was great. And you can always cut this and use it as a Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, which I thought was really cool too. So, and you can use the die and cut it. So you get that curved beveled edge. You can always do that. You can just slide the die to here and run it through again. Or vice versa, slide it into here and run it through, and you'll have that beveled edge on either side. So that's just something to think about so that you can use that more efficiently. So we'll let this guy heat up. It should only take a second. 60 seconds to be exact, but there we go. So we'll take this off, scooch it over, put our plates, and run her through. I've been having so much fun both with the Better Press and the foil machine, and now that they work in conjunction with each other, oh my goodness, I just want to better press and foil everything. Ta-da! Let me just pull this tape off. There we go. They're a little close on this one, but I think, you know, if you have a character right here, which I will, I'll have a character right here. They're pretty big too. If I have a character right there, they won't notice that those two are super close. I mean, those are really the only two that are super close, but it, you know, that's going to be perfect. So there we go. We have a foiled background. Now, let me show you the ones I'm going to use with these. I have these 3 characters here with the Spellbinders Hugs collection. This is the Snowman Hugs. Oh, this is his faces. You get the stamp set out. Those are his parts, and his little sentiments that go with his. If I want to put a face in him, I can put a face in him, or I can use his etched face. So, and it's got his little pieces that I can put there on his face if I want to not use the funny faces. But the funny faces can also be used for the baby. So that's what I'll probably do. But then there is Santa Hugs, and I've got to use that deer. The deer is adorable. And I think I want to use the candy cane with Santa, and I want to make this my New Year's card. That's what I think I want to do. I want to make this one my New Year's card. And then we have gnomes. So we have gnome hugs, which I think is also adorable. And yep, it's got a little horse, and it also has a big gnome and a little gnome. So there you go. And that one also has a sentiment set for all of them. Dear Santa, I can explain. So those are my 3 characters that I want to put on my snowflake backgrounds to make a set of cards. So I will leave you at that today, and I hope that little tips, tricks, you know, for making that snowflake background helps you if you've gotten this set at home or with your other half backgrounds. You know, your other older ones, you can do the same technique with the glimmer, because there's a bunch of them out there. So yeah, try this out and let me know. If you need any help, just leave me a message. I'm always there. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.